For myself and for most students, college is the first time that we are living on our own, studying subjects of our choice and interest, exercising total freedom over our daily schedule and activities. This can be incredibly empowering, but it also presents struggles. As we attempt to find our place on campus, we may be faced with feelings that we don't belong. Prolonged periods of these feelings may lead us to experiencing imposter syndrome, which Brown University defines as a psychological pattern whereby an individual doubts their accomplishments and has a fear of being exposed as a fraud. Imposter syndrome is common in college students of all ages, but by implementing coping mechanisms like talking openly about your experience and being mindful of your accomplishments, it can be overcome. To begin, let's discuss further what imposter syndrome is and how it impacts college students. Imposter syndrome is fueled by intense feelings of self-doubt, and it's common in high-achieving students. Signs that you may be experiencing imposter syndrome include feeling as though other people have overrated your abilities or believing that your accomplishments are ingenuine, mere products of luck. You may also be distrusting of positive feedback that others provide you, like your parents, your professors, or maybe even your friends. For me, especially in higher level classes, I will feel as though everyone around me knows a lot more than I do, which causes me to over-prepare for assignments and tests. Although, in reality, everyone else knows just about as much as me. We all get confused. We all have to ask questions. I am not a fraud, and neither are you. A state of imposter syndrome can cause us to be overly hard on ourselves when we make mistakes. We may overprepare or procrastinate to avoid the feelings of guilt and shame associated with failing. But that's the thing, we're all bound to fail in some form or fashion. Maybe that's missing a deadline, or oversleeping for work, or doing poorly on an assignment or test. Whatever it is, it happens. It does not mean that you are unworthy of love and accomplishment. Don't worry, imposter syndrome can be overcome. Let's talk about ways to combat these feelings. The University of Washington shared 7 helpful tips to face the fear that you are an imposter. First, remember that a lot of people feel this way. Freshmen, seniors, graduate students, and even your professors at times. Talking with others about your feelings can reveal this and help you to curate a support system for the moments you really need it, like before a big exam or presentation. Furthermore, stress-relieving activities such as journaling, exercise, or hobbies like crocheting and reading can help us to feel more grounded in our everyday lives. Most importantly, take the time to acknowledge your strengths and achievements, big and small. Remember, your mistakes do not define you. In closing, adjusting to life on a college campus can certainly be difficult, and at times we may feel as though we don't belong, but know that that couldn't be further from the truth. The world can seem like a crowded place, but there is space for you, here at West Virginia University and beyond. So embrace your strengths and give yourself grace for your weaknesses. The world is one big puzzle, and you fit in perfectly right where you are. You are not a fraud. You belong here.